Let's solve this likely examination question. And the question says, solve for y in the equation below. The equation is 10 raised to power y multiply 5 raised to power bracket open 2y minus 2 bracket close multiply by 4 raised to power bracket open y minus 1 bracket close equal to 1. Okay, now for you to be able to solve a problem like this, you will need to apply laws of indices in solving the problem. Now, I'm going to use two methods to solve this problem. I'm going to solve the first one that is a bit long, and then the second one that is shorter. So that will be the alternative method of solving it. So I'm going to use the first method now. Solution. So I bring down the question. It says 10 raised to power y multiply 5 raised to power 2y minus 2 bracket close, multiply by 4 raised to power, bracket open, y minus 1, bracket close, equal to 1. Okay, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to write 2 raised to power 2 here because I know that 2 raised to power 2 is going to give me 4. So I will say 10 raised to power y multiply by 5 raised to power 2y minus 2, bracket close, multiply by 2 raised to power 2, bracket open, multiply it with the power, so that I'll have y raised to power 1 equals to 1. Okay, so we go 10 raised to power y multiply by 5 raised to power 2y minus 2 multiply by 2 raised to power. This multiplied is going to give us 2y. This multiplied is going to give us minus 2 equal to 1. Okay, now there's something else I want to do here. Okay, I'm going to split this 10 so that I'm going to have 2 times 10 and they are going to carry common powers because we know that from the law of indices, if we have a raised to power y multiply b raised to power y is the same thing as ab raised to power y. And if that is true, we are going to do the same thing here. Okay, so that I'm going to have 2 raised to power y multiplied by 5 raised to power y multiplied by 5 raised to power 2y minus 2 multiplied by 2 raised to power 2y minus 2 equal to 1. Now, there's something else I'm going to do. I'm going to collect all the basis that are the same. So I'm going to say 2 raised to power y multiplied by 2 raised to power 2y minus 2 multiplied by 5 raised to power y times 5 raised to power 2y minus 2 equal to 1. Okay, now the bases are the same, but the powers are different. So the bases are the same. We do what? We add the powers according to the laws of indices, so that we're going to have 2 raised to power y plus 2y minus 2 times 5 raised to power y plus 2y minus 2 equal to 1. Okay, so we continue from here so that we are going to have this y plus 2y is going to give us 3y, so that we're going to have 2 raised to power 3y minus 2. Then we have the same thing here. Y plus 2y is going to give us 3y, so we have multiplied by 5 raised to power 3y minus 2 equal to 1. Okay, now we can see that they have common powers, but their bases are different. So we multiply the bases and take one of the powers. Still standing on the same law we have established earlier. So this is going to give us 2 times 5, all enclosed in a bracket, raised to the power 3y minus 2 equal to 1. So this is going to give us 10 raised to power 3y minus 2 equals 1. There's something I'm going to do here. I want to have common base on both sides. So I'm going to say 10 raised to power 0. Knowing that 10 raised to power 0 will give us 1. So 10 raised to power 0 is the same thing as 1. Okay, any value, any number raised to power 0 is 1. So, and that is according to law of indices also. So we are going to say 10 raised to power 3y minus 2 is equal to 10 raised to power 0. Okay, now the bases are the same, and if the bases are the same, then it means that the powers are also the same. So we can simply say 3y minus 2 equal to 0. Okay, we want to make 3y subject of formula, so we're going to have 3y equal to, this crossing over become 2. Divide both sides by 3. This will cancel. We are left with y equal to 2 over 3. And that's the answer. Simple as that, right? So we are now going to apply the alternative but shorter method to solve this same problem. So I will clean the board. Let me leave the question. Okay. I'll clean the board. All right. So having done that, let's go back to the question. So I'm going to say 10 raised to power y multiplied by 5 raised to power 2y minus 2. I'm going to raise 2 to the power of 2 here because I know it will give me the same thing as 4. So I'll say 2 raised to power 2 into y minus 1, bracket close, equal to 1. So that this is 10 raised to power y multiplied by 5 raised to power 2y minus 2, bracket close, multiplied by 2 raised to power 2y minus 2 equal to 1. All right, so there's something else I'm going to do here. And what is that thing? I know that this and this has the same power, so I will multiply the base. This and this has the same power. I will multiply the base following law of indices. So I'm going to say 10 raised to power y multiplied by 5 times 2, all raised to power 2y minus 2 equals 1. So that we have 10y multiplied by 10 raised to power 2y minus 2 equal to what? 0. Okay, now what else should we do? The bases are the same, so add the powers. The bases are the same, add the powers. So we are going to have 10 raised to power y plus 2y minus 2 equal to 1. Sorry for this, equal to 1. Okay, just as we did the last time, I want to have 10 here raised to power 0, so that since we know that 10 raised to power 0 is still going to give us 1. So I'm going to say 10 raised to power y plus 2y minus 2 is equal to 10 raised to power 0. So if the bases are the same, then the powers are equal. If the bases are equal, it means the powers are also equal, so that we can now bring down the powers so that we have y, or add it so that we have 3y minus 2 is equal to 0. 3y becomes equal to 2. Divide both sides by 3. Y also becomes equal to 2 over 3. So thank you so much. That's it. So if you like what you are seeing, you comment, like, and share. And follow us both on our YouTube channel, Perfect_Tutors Academy, on my Facebook channel, Ilod Steven, and on my TikTok as well, Perfect Tutors Academy. God bless you.